Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we sift deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Jawana bota ayuata honga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunqualia gando do nado chut. Muksha papangpa pola wana chikne. Uba batu konchi. Tom non bon chang nung yang. Tom patox bacteria.
Tong haitwam chichi jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindupobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunde mule.
Chi gratu loda pograshi onion compa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutong. Ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita gutta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mochi gratu loda pograshi onion compa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita tolpa da bongwale gando nangu chuchut. Kabadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong abog sha ninang. Wanga kun bez keng palemuraya. Tag bis tu ponko kokimak panka. Ching palachiska mule tunarana nu prata dunko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Chan shak bulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki. Titoke gratun kun chicha kun king. Witam boragatong. Mulira asyang turong ni na potata tuanga chun tise. Igrutu haga jijiwa.
Chi gratu loda pograshi onion compa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutong. Pagrash muchishak pakhat. Kiye no dama paole rachikun. Achuta.
Chika don mulaka watayumaka wamahona nek. Ashanti dun unumani patoka wanakuna best china.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, eh? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly, but there's plenty of people that... I should get back to work anyway.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer. I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authority... Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
You asked for this!
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do. I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
I see from your appearance that you're an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that! If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock.
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat gold serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat gold serum. David Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who David Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Parisian dream, right? Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat gold serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while. Look.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just...
If you find the rat gold serum, just take it to Zax in the low... No problem. Didn't work.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there. Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. Mm-hmm. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. Oh, and stay. Good day to you. Welcome to the... just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? Oh, well, it was an interrogation you wanted. Why didn't you say so? No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and there was a lot of danger. For what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. That'd be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still. No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's buying the next round.
No way. Forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas. Let's go.
kon shi kai kachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desercha doma wana kondatama. Witimem bon rank thong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule ra dwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana bokon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. China pala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Duni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kin kun shi kai kachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desercha doma wana kondatama. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Ka wana bora atugawa. Kanki do rak. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nik ton chun chun ke nemolek rabest. Wuf mala nibo kurk. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk ki ba mucho shakapaka, yi ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon. Tangabun shan nang, wanga kun bist kin ba mulara, choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Tanga bok sha nak nong, kin kun shin kin, ni kin kun na bule mule raji kun, shuni yun ni jiji aldwana, kava volpa muli kumana. Kava dumpa kapalia monapata, bona nakachu, yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong na bun shanuyang, china pala mule, tong ki ba non tontek, duni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni, minam kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wana kumbes, chi pala mulek, tong ki ba nagnonek, tu nik ton chun ke china pala mule, tong ki ba non tontek, duni chachon kun ne. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun, watu yama kama wona henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami nonok, kipuna na bon sha, kava dumpa kupaliaya moka pata. Tangabun shan nang, wanga kun bist kin ba mularaj. Tanga bok sha nagno.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
This elevator is is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along. I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taurus Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
No problem. Didn't work.